can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Amy! Here I come!
They'll run on first down. Taylor, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Jarrett Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This is Harris. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Wait, set. 380. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Pack it. Let's keep moving. Quick down, quick down. 380. Hey.
On on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Slam. Alert! Hey, orbit.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Regular.
Throwing now is Brady. And he fires one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Wait, that 380.
All day. Check. Fresno.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. It looks so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Check 15.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Check 99. Alert!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Harris now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Right there, 56. Bound to lose one.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Watch that.
72.
95 is the same. No, check his Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
95 is Mike. Watch 95. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Wait for it.
Brady now on first down. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
11. Hey, exit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Harris to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, Charlie.
27. Eyes on 27. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point in the game.
Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here we go.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Shadow. You better be ready. Alert.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ozzy! Sugar!
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Leonard Fournette. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this would complete to Will Fuller. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'm a